I'm gonna leave you with one last question.
All right.
To just keep it deep, stay deep.
I know. I got a feeling. I know where you're going because you know me. Let me hear what it's about to be.
I don't know if you got this one.
What is it?
But I actually want you to tell me what you were thinking. What is one question that people aren't asking themselves enough right now? Then you got to tell me.
Damn, I thought it was going to be way lighter than that. I thought you were going to have something Beyonce related. Because I thought you talking about Beyonce.
If you know him,
damn.
There's about 90,000 times he's posted this picture of him and Beyonce at Summer Jam.
Okay, so I don't know if I have an answer for that, but I'm going to leave you with this. This isn't the answer to the question, but it's something I've been thinking about a lot. Like, I've seen comedians say this, right? Mm-hmm. And they was talking about like escapism. And in these dark times, I escape, bro. Like whether it's, some people's books, some people's video games, movies, whatever, music, we all escape, right? Like when the world gets bad, a lot of us want to put our heads in the sand, and and I'm trying to get better at it because we can all feel so helpless.
Right.
It's part of the conversation earlier. It's like, how can I change the world? Like maybe little, but as things get increasingly tension-filled, dude says, I like escapism. Escapism is great. I'm somebody that, I like to escape too. That's what entertainment is. Like, it can be escapism, but no one's ever freed themselves by acting like the chains weren't there. Mm. I was, damn. So whatever it is, like you said, this isn't necessarily answering like, this isn't like, what can I ask myself?
To your heart. It's great.
It's just something, I was thinking about it today. It's like, as we're trying to figure out what we can do to try to make this world a better place for, if you have children, and it's something I've been thinking about like a lot lately, and it's bad out here for a lot of people. But as we try to escape, there is a balance we got to find, and I'm trying to find it myself, is you can't just put your head in the sand because escapism isn't going to free us. Mm-hmm. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately. So maybe the question is, I'm asking myself is, what more can I do? Mm-hmm. And maybe that is the answer to your question. It's like, what more can we all do? And it's okay to not know today.
Yeah.
The question is, what do you need right now?
Okay, what do you need right now?
Like in the present, what is going to make today be a day you'll remember for the rest of your life? Yeah. And that's what, this is so weird, but like last Wednesday after work at 7:00 at night on a summer night, I went fishing with the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fish. We didn't know what we were doing. We caught like a fish for a half a second.
Yeah.
But I'll remember sitting out there in Playa del Rey as the sun went down with my kids for the rest of my life instead of feeling behind. You need to compartmentalize things and really make each moment matter.
What is a question we are not asking each other enough?
I think a couple of things. Like the first thing is like, I think having awareness of the natural environment. Like we're worried about all these like catastrophes that can happen, but we forget like Mother Nature is a pretty violent individual. Like you've really got to design with that in mind. Like just the point that it's not accidental what's happening, it's all probability. So like, just be aware. If you're building in Tornado Alley, like let's just do something a little bit different. I think it's being aware of the climatic conditions surrounding you, but also working with the people. I think what was beautiful about Marshall was it kind of liquidated like half the town, essentially. It knocked down 11 buildings, it was a disaster. But what was cool was, I love sci-fi, but like, for example, like I guess the sewer system was wiped out by the flood. But then what happened was, and I talked about with James, it didn't cause like fighting and all these crazy Mad Max things. It actually brought the community together. Like the Cherokee Indians came, the Amish came, people came from other states. It actually brought everybody together. So it did the exact opposite of every disaster film. It actually brought humanity together. And I think Marshall's gonna be better. It's tragedy, but it's actually gonna be an improved situation after this catastrophe. But I think the main lesson was, what surprised me was like, and even James, we were like talking about like, wow, like it actually brought everyone together. It brought out the best in people, not like the Hollywood version of like, it's gonna be like Mad Max and all this. It actually brought people together. So like, he was even saying today, like it kind of restored both our faith in humanity.
That's
beautiful. I think if you help people and work together and then don't ignore Mother Nature. It's going to work out.
Yeah.
I think the question we're not asking ourselves enough is, why am I here? What is my purpose? I'm not just here to consume, and it's like why this life is such an incredible lottery win. Mm-hmm. What am I here to do? What am I here to contribute? Yeah. Right. I think that's, and I think people ask the question, but I think truthfully, I think it's a lot of people ask the question. A lot of people actually even get the answer, but I think not enough people accept that answer.
Yeah. That's real.
Big difference between knowing the answer and accepting the answer, and living with that acceptance. I don't mean accepting it from okay, I understand, but I'm talking about living and manifesting that truth. Mm-hmm. And then I think that the question people are not asking others enough is, where can I be valuable to you? Mm. I think we're still living in a culture where it's just like everybody's just going for theirs, and that's fine. People should get theirs, right? Mm-hmm. This is, nobody's asking anyone to be Mother Teresa, but like, I think that when you're not asking that question, even from a self-serving perspective, you're not unlocking the greatest version of what your relationship could be with somebody else. Yeah. Because if people actually understand what's in it for the other person, right, and where they can be valuable in helping them accomplish that, the level of collaboration, ambition, and success goes to a completely different level.
What question are we not asking ourselves enough?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. I think that I've partially answered that already. It's like, how do you want the world to be different because you were in it? Yeah. Like, why is that not the only question on, or at least a question on every job application?
It's very true. It makes me think about, what are we trying to achieve? And then how do we work towards getting that? And some people are equipped to be able to understand and at least get to those places where it's kind of like those benchmarks that may inform a pivot, may inform the continuation of your journey. But that is the question. Why are we we said this as we're wrapping up here, but it's like, what are we doing here? Why are we, why am I doing this? Why are you doing your work? Why is my brother Jermaine on the camera over here? Like, we're doing the things that we love to do, but we need to think about the end goal. Like, our why really needs to take shape and to support others. Again, it's, Eddie we did this interview with Eddie Francis. He was episode 3, and it was not about changing the world. Like, we had these like grandiose statements that we would hear when we were kids, like, change the world. Well, sometimes it's just changing the people or the things around you. Will impact impact and have that ripple effect. And so your question is an incredible question to ask.
But I think there's people who have framed it that humans are either creators or destroyers. And of course, everybody wants to be in the creator class and not the ones who make the world a worse place. But there's this huge, messy middle of people that are doing neither. And I guess that's the group that, to put some energy into making music, writing a poem, taking a photograph, getting a job and getting out of your parents' basement, like forming community with somebody that might not have community, like, that's being a creator, and it can take little tiny steps. And you feel better when you do it, and that might take a little bigger step the next day.
How about this? How can I help? I don't think we ask each other that enough. I think we're all so conditioned and we're fed these structures and that force us to compete, that force us to act in ways that we're not supposed to act, particularly in corporate America, which I think is, I won't go into it, but, the intention is there. Let me just put it through my lens. when I was in those roles, I was always there to help people, you know, help my staff. You know, it was more, probably my biggest flaw is I don't manage up very well, you know, because I take care of my team and that is my priority. And, you know, I expect that my boss would have the trust in me give me the autonomy that I need to be successful. Not that I don't have relationships. I had a great relationship with DJ, with Russ Brandon, with Rick Bernstein. But it's not about getting ahead for me. It's about watching other people succeed. And, you know, we're all afraid to ask for help, you know, and sometimes we need it, man, you know, and it's interesting because back in the day, they used to call them hooks, you know, who's your hook? Who's the guy that's up there that's going to hook and bring you up?
I never heard that one before.
Yeah, they were the hooks, you know, and it was like, and when you look out today, like, do we have mentors as executives? Like, who are our executive mentors? You know, Gary Vee, okay, you know, I don't know if he's an executive, right? But who are our mentors? You know, you look at these executives and I mean, I don't want to be like them, right? And so I think it all goes back to the humanity and helping each other, because I don't think we ask each other if we need help enough. And you know, we all need help, man.
Yeah.
It takes a village, man. You can't do this thing by yourself. You know, you just can't. And once you have the trust in other people, and you know, and you got to be there for them too. You know, and so that to me is like, how can I help? Yeah, how can I help? I wish people would ask more of those types of questions.